Everybody's rocking out. Good evening, ladybugs and yellow jackets, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and tonight I am here with Count Morbid,
Spinster Librarian,
and Ion the Leprechaun.
Ideally, do neighbors.
And Baron Stildorian Gale.
Hi, hi.
Your lights are improving. And Flora the Fairy.
Hello.
We are expecting to have a fox, but we're not sure what's happening right now.
Hear ye, the herald is not here yet.
Let's see. Who wants to do their herald impersonation and read what is on the screen? For that is our herald, and that is what he says. Hello, cool gamer.
Gremlins have invaded my computer, and I am attempting to fight
He
back.
doesn't sound like that at all.
He sounds exactly like that.
It's pretty dead on. I've been working on my
More like
phonetic
dead than on.
I've been working on that for weeks, and that is dead on.
No. Okay, Flora, your turn. Go ahead. Imitate the fox.
No.
That's not what he sounds like
Like
either.
full stop. Can confirm.
Ion, imitate the fox.
What
Hear
does the
ye,
fox-
hear ye. Gremlins have invaded my computer, and I am
You
attempting to fight back.
That's actually
Brilliant.
perfect.
The bus boys have gotten married. The bus boys have rocks and dogs.
Oh man, that was pretty good. Congratulations! I think you're the winner.
Ion's winning left and right
Nobody's
tonight.
fun.
Woo! Okay, so yep, you got a laugh out of the fox. So okay,
I don't give a fox.
oh my god! I'm dying. Oh man. Okay, you guys.
I'm glad I never talk on the show, so when I don't show up, you guys don't try to imitate me.
Oh, we
No,
do.
no, wait.
do.
No, I have a Flora impersonation. Are you ready for it?
We're ready.
You're talking
Good.
too much.
I think you need to quit hogging the screen, Flora.
Too
Count
loud.
Flora. Yeah, what will you do? Flora's going to catch up with you. She's going to be a countess, and then what will you do?
Run.
I'm just saying. Okay, so of course the first things first, except for they're not actually the first things right now because we sort of sidetracked ourselves a little bit. You know how that goes.
That never
happened on the
happens.
show. First time ever. First time this has happened.
We are organized and well planned.
Mm-hmm. We have all of our chickens
Yes.
in order.
I don't like my
Counted
left eyebrow
them.
tonight.
There were
My
18.
left eyebrow is irritating me tonight.
Your left eyebrow's irritating me as well.
What? Okay.
No, see, you don't
subscribe-
understand.
no. Like, subscribe, and puck the bell, and then you can tell us all about your irritating left eyebrow.
No. This is an improvement because usually both eyebrows irritate Dorian. So
That's
the fact
true.
that it's just down to one.
That checks out.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Yes, please like, subscribe, and puck the bell. That's right. Actually, this month is the month of Puck Fair in Ireland, which is the oldest running fair in that country. Maybe one of the oldest running fairs in all of Europe, actually, dating all the way back, I think, to the 1400s. Consistently running anyway that we have like records of. Who knows? There may be other things that go way back in the day.
I'll be back. Frank is also going to do his Flora impersonation.
Yes, good job, Frank. Very, very nice. Flora doesn't ever wear a green boa, Frank. So, you guys,
I'd have noticed.
Fairy Blossom Festival.
I do like
is
feathers. Sorry. Please continue.
So many thoughts went through my head right there, and they really kind of went like, you're like, I like feathers, and I'm like, yes, but you like them attached to the cock, being the rooster. And then I had that visual image of a rooster.
Yeah.
A rooster.
A rooster.
being plucked. And it just wasn't going well in my head. It just, all of it was not, there was too many things getting mixed up.
Totally what I thought of too.
Yes.
It's like the weird
Roosters.
turducken.
You aren't
like
down with the plucking?
Yeah, no, it's like that weird turducken that was the
No.
company logo thing from where we ate this weekend when we were in the Barony of Seasons. We went
That
to
was
this
weird.
we went to this restaurant, and I think it basically took us most of our meal to figure out that their little company logo mascot was a turducken, because we were like, is it a duck-billed platypus? But it looks like it has turkey feathers. But what's going on with its feet? But we don't know. And it was just this weird animal. And then we saw on one of the staff person's shirts that it said something like turducken, and we're like, oh, yeah. But it was just like a big mix-up of things like that in my head right there. I just didn't know what was happening. Just too many things. So Fairy Blossom Festival, you guys, is actually not this weekend, but next weekend. So this is actually going to be our last show before Fairy Blossom Festival. We will not be here next Wednesday because we will be down at Red Hawk Avalon setting up for Fairy Blossom Festival. There is much to do, and I'm really excited. I've put the link for the RSVP form down there in the ticker. It's also in the low bar wherever you guys are watching from, in the description below. And please, if you are even thinking about going, go. And if you are going 100% planning, please go and just RSVP for us so that we have a good idea of a head count, because right now our starting numbers are really big. And we believe we are led to the understanding that space is going to be at a premium this year. So like a big premium. So
Bring a little tent.
We're
been thinking about
excited, but also we really want to try to make sure that we get the camping areas and whatnot as organized as possible and delineated as much as possible, starting with our Patreon patrons first, closest into the hedge, and then going out from there until the whole meadow is filled up.
Otherwise, it will be madness.
Yes, otherwise it will be madness. So, but we are very excited. Like, all of the things are mowed and ready to go.
Woo!
And yeah, that actually just got finished up yesterday, so they will be freshly mowed. And
My allergies are so excited.
Mine too.
Oh, I'm stoked.
On the bright side, there will probably be rain, and I know that at least this weekend the event that is out there is Letha Cascadia, and so they will be out there to at least tromp it down a little bit before we get out there in the next weekend. So, but yeah, so we're pretty excited for all of that. And I should also say too, if you're out there and you're watching and you happen to be a vendor, I think we have had one vendor space open up, and we were at vendor capacity. So if you are interested in vending, shoot us a note or an email or something, and we do, I think, have a 10 by 10 space. So with that said, that's all I have. I'm like very excited for next weekend.
Excited.
I'm
Just
heckin'
can't
stoked.
hide.
I'm about to lose control. I think I like it. Yeah, no, I'm also a little afraid.
No, it's gonna be rad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. No
Yes.
fires here, So
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how is the play?
yes, basically. Well, I really wish that last joke would have gone over his head, but
Am I just having deja vu, or did we do all these jokes last week?
What?
Well, I don't know
Jokes
if we
every
did them last week, but we've definitely done them in the past. Hey, how's it going, VoidVoid? I see you out there. So
It's important to keep an open mind on these jokes.
Nice. I see what you did there.
I see what you did there.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Wait. Sorry, I'm only watching for the cat butt.
Hey, don't talk. You know what? Why are you creeping up on the cat like that? Don't talk about her like that.
She
That's weird. You know
Yeah.
what? There's probably
Yeah, because
special
that's the
internet
weirdest
channels.
thing I've ever said on air.
I mean, I'm just saying there's probably special internet channels if that's what you want to watch.
The internet has
It is
everything.
not 8:30 yet.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I mean, just a little something, I guess. So I also want to say as well, if you are on our Patreon, please check out, I think it's either the most recent post that I did yesterday or the day before. It's one of the top two posts there for the Fae gifting program. I am taking excerpts for that until tomorrow night. Friday night at midnight. And what that is basically we collect up all of our cans every year, much to Dorian's pleasure. She absolutely loves that we bring her entire trailer loads of cans so that she can recycle them for us. And then we save all of that money and we give it away by writing a check to one of our Patreon patrons every year and just giving it as free cash monies as a way of saying thank you for being on our Patreon and supporting us, and we want to give back and support you. So this is our Fae gifting program. This is the last year we're going to do it using cans. So we're going to have to find another way to do it, but all you have to do is send
Stay
in
tuned for our OnlyFae channel.
har har. All you
Flora.
have to do. It's not 8:30. It's just
7:54.
Send me a blurb, like a small one or two sentences of why you would like to have the money, and then those will be posted up on Saturday with a vote on Patreon, so that all of our patrons can go and vote on who they want to give the money to. It is open to everybody that is a Patreon patron. Please
Even
go
us?
avail yourselves. Yes, it is literally open to all of you guys. If like anybody that is on the Patreon. So
yeah, I'm just saying, I already have the can, so you always cut out the middleman there and just have me win.
yeah.
And then I'll dance for more than dross.
Everybody else gets to vote. I do not vote. No. That would be
I think that's a good argument to put up in the
yeah, right.
Dorian's application just reads possession is 9/10 of the law.
Right.
I think our total though this year is a little over $200, or right around $200 is the amount. So
I still have one load to take. Should I take it or save it?
Yes.
Okay.
You should do that and get those monies. Like
checking.
Get the money. So yeah, so that is definitely a thing, and I think we've got 3 applicants so far. So please feel free to go and do that. So, yeah, I think that's basically all I have for that as well. Wow, my brain right now is really kind of fried. I was up till 4 a.m. making dross. Okay, did you guys see me talk about this at all on my book of
making dross?
You were making pre-dross, not dross. Yeah,
I was making pre-dross. It still has to be minted at the blacksmith.
Lauer has somehow been making pre-dross, by the way.
I thought pre-dross was when you're just drinking the bottle.
What?
I thought pre-dross was when you're just drinking the bottle.
That's pre-dross.
I was just going to say that's pre-dross.
What?
Premature dross.
Okay, somebody explain the pre-dross is just on the tip. Somebody explain to very precious
Count Morbid has been waiting and using that joke so often in the last 15 years, and it's never landed. Not till just now. He knew that one day this day would come. The day that joke landed.
It's my time now. Yeah.
Down here, it's our time. All right.
You're killing me, Smalls.
No, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Wow.
My flower crown is fighting with me this evening. I don't know why. So yeah, no, here's my idea. I really am tired of making dross the way that I have to make it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I really want to buy one of those cool penny flattening machines that you see kind of like at rest stops or visitor centers and things like that, where you put a quarter in and a penny in, and you pick whatever little image that you want on it, and you then scroll the thing.
Yeah, they have them at the zoo.
What? Yeah, like that. Well, I was thinking we could have, okay, so I looked into, maybe this was during the COVID times, I looked into the cost of buying one of those, and it was around $3,800.
You could buy a Zamboni for that.
Oh,
you can? Where can you buy a Zamboni for that?
No way.
I want a
Say that
Zamboni
because you're like, I just wanted to talk about Zambonis. There is no truth in this. You're just saying stuff. What is all over your hand, Morbid?
They got a cream for that.
I've been doing a lot of painting. I've been doing a lot of painting, spraying, and dipping my eggs and things.
That's what the kids are calling it.
Oh boy. I'm
gonna look up how much a Zamboni costs.
But you can make the design that goes on the coin, and they give you something like 4 different plates are included in that. So we could have 4 different types of fairy coin that are made. So we could make like gob marks for goblins, and we can make fairy coins for fairies, and whatever, I don't know, maybe a dwarven something for dwarves. I don't know, but we can make different types of coins. And I was thinking it would be so cool to have like an artist contest to pick the art maybe that goes on there, or I don't know. I'm just like, all these ideas were in my head, but I really want to get one of those. And I was thinking maybe, I wondered if we could crowdfund it, and if that would be a thing that would be possible, even to offset it.
Can we also get a Zamboni?
It depends. Does the Zamboni cost more or less than it?
I'm trying so hard to find out right now.
If you get what is it called?
A Zamboni?
Can we park it at your place? That's where we're going to leave it. If we get a Zamboni, it's going to be parked out front of your yard.
Flora, if you want it covered in chickens.
Exactly.
Why is it not telling me how much they cost?
Because it doesn't like you. That's why.
Because we don't need one.
Yes. Thank you, Flora. Thank you.
Everyone needs a Zamboni. Everyone knows that. It's just science.
If we're going to waste money on something, we're getting a horse. Okay?
What? No.
Yes.
We need the Zamboni for winter events.
We can't own anything that poops.
I want a goat. I want a horse.
Use Zamboni for sale. We'll see.
What? Just because people have used Zambonis laying around.
By the way,
where did you find that Zamboni? On Facebook Marketplace? What?
I mean, it was a meth lab before, but hey.
It was a meth lab.
The Zamboni?
I think that's actually
it was repurposed.
That's actually a very famous Ernest Hemingway story. Zamboni for sale, never used. By Ernest Hemingway.
Only dropped once.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's even funny.
I know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Okay.
Well, his books normally are so creatively titled, like Old Man in the Sea. About a guy who gets on a boat out into the sea.
Geez. It is not $3,000.
How much is it?
More than that.
Well,
more than twice that.
It is more than twice that.
So we're getting a pony?
I'm gonna guess it's $100,000.
Oh, it's less than that.
I was gonna go with 60.
I broke the
prices
right
that.
rule.
$1.
30.
$1. I guessed too high. I guessed $1. I win. Price is right.
$22,222.
It's $39,000 for this one, but it's in Boone's Ferry.
Where's that?
It's in Tualatin, Oregon. It's nearby, guys.
Oh, quick, rush out and get yourself a Zamboni today.
Maybe.
Yes.
That-
we
I-
have
I'm just saying, most of them
Zambonis.
were in Canada, so I was excited.
Everyone needs their slow-moving vehicles for entertainment
Right?
purposes.
Like,
Oh
I'm
my
totally gonna
God.
run you over in like 8 minutes.
And counting.
Can you imagine how horrible that would be to be run over that slowly by a vehicle whose purpose is to melt the ice below it so that it is nice and smooth again?
Yes,
Like,
that's amazing.
No, that sounds worse than being flattened by one of those things that rolls the concrete. Like
Oh,
flat.
see, I wanted one of those too, but I wasn't sure what it was called. And you can't just type in
A steam
one of
roller?
those weird things that flattens asphalt.
A steam roller?
Oh,
No,
yes.
I feel like it has a better name than that. A technical name. One
It's a
that's
steamroller.
like Zamboni. No,
Look up steamroller.
Steamroller.
We'll find
that's a
out.
really boring name.
It's a
I think it's
steamroller.
Mannheim Steamroller.
Man, it's a Mannheim steamroller. Yes,
Obviously.
of course. Okay, so here
That's
is
our magic
our
word tonight.
Mannheim
Mannheim
steamroller.
Yes.
It's hyphenated. Come on.
Here is our
You're
list.
hyphenated.
Your faces. I'll hyphenate your
list.
face.
Our list of people. I hate all of you.
Oh, ouch.
Yes, for the Wheel of Win. And this is so Bethany Frost was our author last week. And
What was the magic word?
the magic word was moister oyster.
That's
How did
right.
How did I talk you into that?
Oh, I
I
love
love you
it.
so much for that. Thank you.
Oyster, oyster.
It's okay. I'm gonna
It's my new punk band.
remember this.
Oh, by the way,
That's not what I wanted.
sorry, real quick. Moist mouth muscle.
Moist mouth muscle.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So we're doing 2 drawings. Actually, she said that she was going to give away 2 books, and so the book was Down Where It's Wetter. It's the mermaid romance novel, and winner number 1 is Dewdrop. Congratulations, you are the winner of book number 1. Oh boy, Alterum, you're gonna have to pass the word on to Dewdrop, assuming you're out there watching, which you might not be right now because you might be at work. I actually like that I know our people this well. Can I just say that? Like,
I know.
I feel as though I have like some personal knowledge, a little bit of knowledge about everybody that's a patron, and that makes me feel quite good. Okay, so let's see.
I think you'll be a little bit happier when you can't do that anymore.
Actually, that's probably true.
Right.
And number
Do you
2
you mean when her
is
memory loss kicks in?
Valtrex. That would be the dragon. All right. Well, congratulations. I'm not sure how the dragon will. That's like water, fire, water. They're totally opposite.
Quick disclaimer. Ask your doctor if Valtrex is right for you.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure that the fox can just do that right away because, as it turns out, Valtrex and the fox, I think, are roommates, or at least like in close proximity to one another. So such a thing could happen. So congratulations. Yay. That's exciting. And we'll see. I think we're going to see both of them at Fairy Blossom as well. And that is cool. I'm so excited. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be great. Okay. I see
gonna be
Danny down there
amazing.
in the wings. And so I'm going to bring our author in for today. Hello, Danny.
Hello.
I'm going to swap places with you real quick so we can embiggen you. Oh, wow. Everything.
Hey,
behind
those are
you.
books.
And look at they're organized in like
Right?
a
Love
rainbow
it.
pride flag. That's amazing.
I can't hear you. How awesome that is.
It's true. Well, please, if you will, I know you've been on our show once before, but please, if you will, introduce yourself to our viewers watching at home this evening and tell us who you are and what you write.
So I'm Dani Hoots, and I write young adult sci-fi fantasy. I'm also an herbalist, and I sell tea, so I was going to talk about both tonight. I think I've been on the show twice because I think I did did like that 30-minute reading, and then I think I did like a Christmas or Halloween special.
Yeah, you did. That's right, with the where you made the boxes and you were selling the tea boxes. Yes. Because that is your business, Foxcraft Apothecary.
Yes. And then also a writer for the American Botanical Botanical Council, as I summarized like the medical articles that have to do with plants and stuff.
Well, so whereabouts are you from, and how did you get into writing for young adults?
I live in Phoenix, but I'm actually from Oregon, from Salem. Jefferson, if you guys know where that is, that little town between Salem and Albany, and you keep seeing signs for it, and you're like, why is there like 20 signs for Jefferson? It's just...
I believe it's because it's very exciting there.
It's so exciting. Cow tipping, and then in July I think there's the Mint Festival, and you can
cow tipping's where it's
Mint
at.
Festival, and you can go to.
I also think they have a starship.
Starship.
What?
Or at least
are you
an
being
airplane.
serious? Jefferson. Oh, Jefferson.
Lolly. Jefferson. Oh.
Terrible joke, Morbid.
I've been writing.
He's only got one good one at a time.
I've been writing since I was like a teenager, middle school, and never stopped. And I got to be part of a writing program at Arizona State University, and got involved with the local community here. Moved back to Seattle, was up there for a while, and then came back down. It's warmer here than up there.
It's warmer there than anywhere else ever.
All right, just out of curiosity, what was the temperature today?
I don't know what it was today, but this weekend was 114.
Oh, no,
You just don't go outside.
no.
You get to a point where you just don't go outside. I don't know what the temperature is.
Hard no.
It's a dry heat. So when you got this nice wind,
I don't care. I've heard that before.
That blast.
Yeah,
That's not a good
I still
blast.
die. I still die.
It's okay. I'm with you. I'm probably the only one here that's like, I love the desert.
Molly does.
I do. I don't know. I could be, Satan. I don't like chocolate. I love the desert. I don't know.
I don't
You're
believe
perpetually
you have to
cold, so
say-
you want to go somewhere warm.
I don't believe you have to say could be.
You don't know how to bake in an oven, so.
That is true.
But I'm really good at setting fire to it.
Yep.
Hey, I think we tease Lolly too much about cooking in the kitchen. I think we should only tease her on a week where she actually set fire in the kitchen.
I think he's trying to say that means every week they're going to be teasing me.
Oh, definitely this week.
You're a jerk. Shut up.
Have you seen Little Nicky?
Nope. What?
The deep
Little
south.
Nicky?
What's Little Nicky?
It's Adam Sandler, and he's like the son of the devil and an angel.
Oh,
But like
no.
people ask him where he's from, he's like deep south. It's funny, but it's like Adam Sandler.
Yes, I actually like Adam Sandler. So, all right. Well, what are you? Please tell us. So, for you guys watching at home, here's what's going to happen. Danny will just give us a quick overview of what they're going to read tonight, and then doing a small reading or showing us about the teas. One of these two or both things is what I was led to understand by the beautiful Flora there up above me right now.
I didn't do it.
Is that true that you're doing a reading for us tonight?
I mean, I can.
Do you think you have a book you could choose from back there
Yeah,
somewhere, anywhere? No.
Well, I'll think about it while you go on.
Yeah.
I already did that one.
This is already fantastic.
There's so many books and they're so beautiful looking right now. No,
Is it
while
weird that
Danny
the
is...
first question I want to ask is the longest sentence she's written without the letter
Can
T?
you just wait for your question, please? And let me say that while Dani is reading, we'll take questions from the audience into the chat section. And then when they're done, we'll ask the questions. And then we will hear about their amazing tea blends that they have that are custom made. So I'm very excited for all of this.
I want to know which book.
I want to know if you can type this question in the comments and shut up.
The answer to that is no.
It's like yes and no, because, well, you can. You're trying really hard not to have to. Okay, Dani, the floor is all yours. I'm putting everybody on mute, especially
What's
Count
the
Morbid.
question? No, I need to know. I'm going to be thinking about it.
I'm going to type it into the comments, and then I'll ask you.
So the private chat or comments? Oh, well.
No, the public comment. He's just being a jerk to me is what he's doing. What book are you going to be reading to us from this evening?
I'm going to read from Trapped in
Wonderland. Okay.
I'm going to turn on this other light to get a little front light. Sorry. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. I just can't see, but it's better. Okay, I'll just start at chapter 1. I was falling, or at least I think I was falling. It didn't feel like gravity pulling me down and down, but more like something decided it wanted to sweep me off my feet, and I was now floating and not going in any particular direction. Kind of like in ballet when one of the guys would pick me up real fast, sometimes for a routine, sometimes because they wanted to scare the crap out of me. I hated when they did that. Couldn't decide if it was going to make me hurl or if my stomach was in fact in my throat. The problem was it wasn't stopping at all. Not only that, but there were spiraling colors shooting out every which way in the abyss I currently found myself in. At least they were pretty though, mainly soft colors versus the neon colors that a main character would expect in such a situation. Yes, I watched a lot of anime and sci-fi. Don't judge me. Anyway, I made a mental note to paint them later, that is, if I survived. Oh, I should probably introduce myself. I am Alice Hughes, or at least that was the name I went by. My real name was Meredith, but I always went by my middle name. Can you blame me? Regardless, I'm a freshman at East Salem High School, which doesn't exist. Before people go looking. Go hunting owls. At first, I thought an owl was stupid for a mascot, but an owl actually attacked a bunch of people in the park in downtown Salem, Oregon, and now I appreciate and feared owls. You may be wondering how I got into this mess, how I was falling and falling and falling, and why I couldn't stop. Honestly, I had no idea and was wondering the same thing. All I could remember was running out of the school, excited as it was a pleasant autumn day, as I needed to bike to ballet and practice my splits. Then Kate, my best friend since grade school, asked me if I remembered my ballet shoes from my locker. Wasn't the first time I had forgotten them. I slammed my palm to my face and hurried back into the school. Oh, that's right. I had seen a group of boys open a locker and step inside. Ones that just transferred to the district this year. Why the heck anyone would want to move to this school was beyond me, unless they were transferred from McKay. Perhaps it was the same kinds of people who disappeared in lockers, which defied the laws of physics. Or at least I think they did. Science wasn't my best subject. Either way, it led me to believe I had eaten some bad mushrooms or something. Not that I did such a thing. Then, of course, curiosity got the better of me, and I went to see what was up with the locker, and now I found myself falling and falling and falling. The feeling didn't want to stop either, and when I looked down, there didn't seem to be an end to the abyss. I suppose that's why they call it an abyss. I glanced around every which way, and honestly, I had no idea which way was up or which way was down. It left me feeling a bit disoriented, and I prayed that my lunch wouldn't come back to visit me. That would make the situation so much worse. As I fell, or maybe floated, I decided that was a better description of the situation. So as I floated, I wondered if this was what the people in space felt like when they experienced zero gravity. I always marveled at what it would be like to be in space, though I probably would never find out. That is, unless NASA started hiring artists to man their spacecraft. That would be the day. Crap. The swirls of color had left, and there was nothing but darkness. I felt a slight tug and came out of whatever interdimensional plane I had been in. I figured that's what it had to have been, especially after watching so many sci-fi series and anime over the years. I'd become something of an expert on all matters pertaining to fictional worlds, and if I didn't know better, I was in some strange alternative world. That or I had hit my head somewhere at school and I was knocked out cold, and this was all a dream, which really was much more likely. But I wouldn't be careless, just in case. If I saw a pink-haired girl like in an anime, I would run away from her as fast as I could. Pink-haired girls always brought disaster. Whatever I landed on was soft. I touched it, trying to figure out what exactly it was since I was still surrounded by darkness. I felt around me, curious as to what I had landed on. It felt short, almost like grass. It was not light enough to tell, but I was pretty sure it was grass. I did live in Oregon, after all. I took a breath. Yes, it was grass, all right. It gave off that aroma of summer. Well, that was one question answered, but I still had no idea where I was. Blackness surrounded me, and I felt lost, even more lost than that time I took a wrong turn in Portland, leading me away from my 7th grade field trip. Thank goodness for cell phones. Speaking of which, I decided to pull mine out and turn on the flashlight function. I hated the dark. It felt like solitude. I felt like nothing could help you escape from the dangers that lurked around. It absorbed everything and made me want to cry. I didn't, but I sure yearned to. Examining my surroundings a bit closer, now that my slight anxiety attack had subsided, I found that it was indeed grass I was standing on. How weird, as this seemed to be some random room in a closet. Why would there be grass inside? The walls were plain and white, and there was nothing else in the room. I focused the light up to see where I could have fallen from, but all I found was white ceiling. How was that even possible? This had to be a dream. Shining my flashlight around, I noticed a doorknob on one of the walls. The door was so flush to the wall that I couldn't even make it out. I prayed that it was indeed a door and not a shower handle like in the movie Clue. The things I worried about, I swore. I headed towards the door, and as I moved forward, I felt something hit me right in the forehead, knocking me back a step. Ouch! I placed my hand over my right eyebrow where it hit. There was going to be a giant lump there. I just knew it. I shone the flashlight up at it. Sure enough, I missed the only thing in the room, a giant pipe that spanned across the room right in front of the door. Rubbing my slight bruise, I just hoped my luck would get a little better, which seemed unlikely at this point. I grabbed the doorknob. It was cool and smooth, just like a doorknob should be, so hopefully it was indeed a door. Saying a slight prayer, I twisted and pulled inward. It didn't budge. I sighed. It swung out, not in. I always found myself doing that, even if there was a sign. I took another deep breath and pushed outwards. It took a second for my eyes to adjust to the bright light. It stung as it did when the sun came out on a rare autumn morning. And for some reason, my left eye adjusted faster than my right. Never did figure out why that was. Once both eyes no longer burned, I couldn't believe what I saw. The scenery that lay before me was a city, but definitely not the city of Salem that I was familiar with. No, this was something much more magical, just like something out of a fairy tale or an anime. Had my dream come true at last? Was I now a 2D character? Giant buildings made of glass and steel towered overhead, disappearing up into the sky, so high it seemed like they wouldn't be able to. They weren't the typical straight rectangular buildings like that of my hometown, but spiraled and bulged out each and every way. If an engineer were here, they would probably be scratching their heads. Even my sister, who was majoring in physics, would have no explanation. I had seen something like it. I had never seen anything like it. It reminded me of the stacks in Ready Player One, although these looked a lot nicer. The buildings closest to me appeared transparent, and I could see everyone who was in the building, but much of the unglazed parts of the building were covered in vegetation. Ferns, honeysuckle, ivy, roses, name it, and it was there. I gasped at the fact that all these could exist, and it was so spectacular. I wish that more cities throughout the world looked like this. It felt so refreshing compared to the normal concrete and brick. The aura relaxed my mind and soul, and I almost forgot I was in another world. Stepped out into the street to find that the roads themselves were also covered with grass, just like the room I had left. It was the most beautiful grass I had ever seen. It was something you would only expect from turf, except it wasn't that fake stuff. No weeds, no dry spots, just perfection. Although with the grass, flowers of all types lined the streets. Blue star creeper, crane's bill, primrose, and they were just the ones I recognized. Looking forward, I found that something even stranger. The people here were dressed like something out of Pride and Prejudice. The women wore frilly skirts and dresses of all types and colors, both bold and neutral. The men wore suits with large top hats and chains looped from their coat button to their pocket. None of this was the typical scenery of little old Salem. It'd be pretty cool though, but very doubtful. I took a few more steps. The grass felt soft. The grass felt soft under my shoes, and I was afraid I was going to step on some blooming flower. As I glanced to see how others dealt with the problem, I noticed they weren't wearing any shoes. How peculiar. This place also didn't smell like a city. It smelled like a forest or a meadow, no fumes or smog or pollution. My lungs, for once, felt clean, and the fresh air felt so great that I wished my home was the same. I could even smell the roses that were across the street. The street was busy, people conversing and walking toward their destination. Laughter and voices echoed through the area. I tried to see if I could get a glimpse of the edge of the city, but I didn't see an end to this madness. I knew I needed to find my way out of here, or at least find out where I was. Then I could find my way back home, and that is, if this wasn't some silly dream. Deciding it was best to simply ask a person where I was, I approached a woman in a pink ruffled skirt. Her button-up blouse was a matching pink with white threaded designs of cherry blossoms. Her blonde hair was done in tight curls, and she had a headpiece with cherry blossoms weaved into it. She even smelled like cherries. "Excuse me, miss, can you help me? I think I'm lost." She turned to face me, and I froze. Her face was shrouded in darkness like a mask. I couldn't see her eyes, her nose, or even her mouth. It was as if light didn't hit it, and all I could see were the shadows that had consumed her features. She hurried off, ignoring my question completely. Was it because I stared at her in horror, or because she simply didn't want to talk? Or was it obvious that I didn't belong here, especially since I wasn't wearing anything close to what those wore around me? Curious, I took another look around. I didn't know how I didn't notice it before, but I couldn't see the faces of anyone around me. Had I gone face blind, or was this some kind of custom of the people here? All I knew was that a cloud of darkness covered their faces, and I couldn't tell any of them apart. Fear, confusion, you name it. I was feeling it all, and all of it told me I should run. I started running through the crowd. I didn't know why, it just seemed like the thing to do. I shoved past all the faceless people, trying to find an escape. It didn't help that I didn't know where I was nor where I needed to go. All I knew is I wanted to get away from here. Maybe I could find the way to the outside of the city if I traveled in one direction long enough. The citizens of the city all stared at me as I pushed my way through their groups. At least I think they were staring at me. Their heads were turned towards my direction, so if they did have eyes, I presumed I was at their center of attention. It made me shiver that so many eyes were on me, and yet I couldn't see any of them. Could they even see me, or was I in complete darkness to them? It was probably a stupid idea to run, and I should have just calmly tried to figure out what was happening. But all the confusion hit me at once. What if I could never find a way home? What if I was stuck here forever? What if something happened to me and my family never found out the truth? Even if my dream was to wake up in a fantasy world, that didn't mean I wanted my family and friends to worry. My heart was beating faster now, and all I could do was try to run away from my worried thoughts. And that's when I heard someone yelling after me, stop her, she's an outsider. Debated stopping for a moment, especially since I had no idea what I was doing, but then I remembered all the fictional stories of outsiders getting captured and being thrown into prison. That's what always happened, right? I mean, that's what happened to Satan and the devil as a part-timer. Besides, that didn't sound like they wanted to stop me and have a spot of tea with them or something. They sounded like I was a criminal and they needed to apprehend me. I didn't want that. So I kept moving forward and didn't let anything stop me, or at least try to not let anything stop me. As if fate heard my thoughts, the moment I projected them into the universe, I felt something grab me and pull me into the alleyway, far from the major path. I tried to scream, but whoever it was put their hand over my mouth. Shh, it's all right, a familiar voice said. It took a second for me to realize, but I realized who had me wrapped up in his arms. It was Chase, a boy from school that was in a couple of my classes. He was definitely a troublemaker, and it had been his locker that I had seen everyone step through to enter this world. Was he the reason I was here, or was this a dream? I kept telling myself it was the latter, but treated dangers as if they were real. I couldn't be too careful. Now I'm going to let go of your mouth. Just promise me you won't scream, he said. I nodded, feeling better now that I'd found someone I knew. I'd completely forgotten that I had followed them down into the abyss. Everything was so new and surprising that the main reason I had fallen to the world had completely slipped my mind. Chase removed his hand from my mouth, but didn't remove his arm that was wrapped around my stomach, holding me against him. I still couldn't see his face as he was behind me. I wondered why he didn't let go, and I began to get a little nervous again, although I could feel my cheeks getting warmer. What's going? He placed a finger to my mouth. Wait for them to pass. Chase kept us in the shadows of the trees that had grown with the buildings. It was very narrow down the alleyway, almost like some sort of passage in the old Fort Worden naval batteries near Port Townsend that my family liked to camp at. I couldn't even see the sky from where I was standing since the foliage was so thick. We stayed silent as the men ran past, not even taking a glance down this way, which made me wonder what was down here that they didn't think I would go this way. Maybe it was haunted, which would be awesome. I had always wanted to see a ghost. It would be a lie to say I have never binge watched Ghost Hunters at sleepovers with my friend Kate. She didn't see the appeal, but nevertheless, she sat next to me for hours during my marathons. After we were in the clear, Chase let go of me. What are you doing here, Alice? He questioned as he leaned against the wall. He had that sly smile that he always seemed to wear at school. He wore a pure black suit, tailed jacket and all, with a black tie loose around his neck. Bizarre but not surprising compared to everything else. Maybe he was just trying to fit in. Other than his attire, something else seemed off. Then I realized what it was. Your eyes. I stepped closer to him, examining them. They were yellow with black slivers like contacts I had seen at Kumoricon, the nearest anime convention. They're like a cat's. Are you wearing contacts? He rolled his eyes, which looked really weird with cat eyes. Yes, I know. I'm not. Yes, I know. And no, I'm not. These are what my eyes look like in my true form. Now answer my question. I shook my head. I don't know. I went back into the school and I saw you guys. You entered your locker and I got curious, so I opened the locker. Curiosity killed the cat, Alice. Chase sighed. But satisfaction brought him back, I responded. Not many knew the second half of the quote, so I made it my duty to always finish it anytime I heard someone say it. Chase appeared semi-impressed. Well, you have quite a mouth on you for being so quiet at school. I gave him a look and then shook my head. Still wasn't my fault I fell in. I wasn't going to go inside, I swear. Someone pushed me. He raised an eyebrow. Do you know who it was? No, I didn't see who or what it was. Next thing I knew, I was here. I peered around. It was still a lot to take in. I had found myself in a strange new place, one that I had never seen pictures of before or heard anyone talk about. So I asked the obvious question that had been on my mind ever since coming here. Where are we? Alice, you are in Wonderland. I heard a voice behind me say. Should I stop there? It's a good stop. Okay.
That is it. That is a good place to stop. And by the way, you're in Wonderland.
Yep.
Okay, so we have quite a
Roll credits. Yeah.
When I grabbed it, I didn't even think about the fact that you guys are in Oregon. I was like, oh, you know what I'm talking about.
We do. Well, I think actually 2 of us are in
Half
Oregon.
of us?
The rest, yeah.
I recognize
Well-
Port Townsend. It's like a
One of
Hour
us is
drive.
in Oregon. And it's me.
Love Port Townsend.
Yeah.
Port Townsend's my favorite.
It's so awesome.
I work
I live
in
in the
Salem.
Portland suburb of Vancouver.
That's true. The Portland suburb of Vancouver.
So let's see. I'm scrolling. I'm looking for the questions because there was. Let's see.
There's a bunch.
I know there were a bunch. Let's see. Hold on.
Some of them
Okay.
are even useful.
I guess you don't want to start with my question about
I
sentences
don't even
without the
know.
letter T.
This is Ion's question. What is the longest sentence you have written without the letter T? As if anybody would know if you know the answer to this.
Many sentences without the letter T.
See, this is why I
Oh,
always
here's one. I looked back at his hands and I looked
At.
down at his hands and back to his eyes. There you go.
And back
At
to
and
That's
two.
in 2.
Oh,
So what you're saying is you can't find one on that page? That's what.
well, I mean, I flipped through a couple.
well, because that is what authors specifically keep track of when they write. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and write an entire novel, and I'm gonna manage to keep track of it.
Just
Well,
remember,
but if you sell T's, doesn't
just
it make
remember,
sense?
no is a complete sentence. So
Okay, and let's see.
smooth, Lolly.
Well, the thing that came to my mind was
don't.
maybe, yeah, no,
It's 8:34. You're good.
it actually was. It
34?
It is actually 8:34, and it actually wasn't. It wasn't an 8:30 kind of a thing. So, let's see. Count Morbid wants to know which book activates the secret door in the bookcase.
Man, I wish. It's so
But-
cool.
I was.
I
in a
was just
pub
looking at
once
it like maybe for the future.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the purple ones.
I was in a
That's what
pub
I'm saying.
in
I think
Edinburgh
that's
where that
Library of Legends.
Library of
I
Legends.
think that'd be
That would
good,
be perfect.
right.
It really, actually, pretty much would be.
I actually
do
just
make
wrote
such
about a
things. Yeah.
secret passage in the bookcase today.
Full
I-
circle.
I want that
Full
book now.
circle.
Let's see. Okay. So yes, I should pay attention and
Eh.
quit looking for things. I don't know. I just I have a picture of a. I have a picture that goes with that whole thing. Here, I'll show you.
I should pay attention. The very Princess Lolly story.
Shut up, Morbid. Here, see? Da-da-da-da.
Ah.
Way back when I was in Scotland and we were in
You
this
look
pub.
great.
Yeah. I've had to shave since then.
Which pub? We're going to Scotland next year.
Oh, I cannot remember what it was called without really looking into I'd have to look in my scrapbook and see if I have the match, the
Yeah.
matches. I sometimes take the matchbooks or something that I can remember. And
Scotland does have more than one pub.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably a few.
Yeah, a couple. So let's see. How about? Oh no, that wasn't for you. That was for Ion. Never mind. Ignore me. Shh.
Nice.
That kid is back on the escalator.
Do you prefer writing in the first person, and does it have any specific challenges and or rewards that you can comment on?
I like first person a lot more than third person. I think because you can get in their head more. For third person, it was really hard to me, to have thoughts. but not have like everything italicized.
That
It's
all that
it's really easy to stay in that person's perspective when you have first person. But if I like do third person, sometimes I kept accidentally switching like something that whose point of view it was supposed to be wouldn't know that when you do third person.
Mm-hmm.
So I like first person. Also, YA generally is first person, not always. And a lot of times it's in present tense, and I don't like present tense. That confuses me.
Oh, present tense is the worst. That was the thing that I really Hunger Games in present tense just
I
bad.
don't like it. I'll still read it, but I'll read like 3 pages and I'll be like, why do I feel weird about this? Oh, okay. And then I'll keep going.
Well, like trying to keep your tenses straight.
So
Not
Jean
easy.
asks, are all the books behind you written by you?
All the books that are facing forward have been written by me, but this is an anthology, so I only wrote a story.
All of them except the one that activates the secret bookcase.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Name. And let's see. Oh, no, wait. How about Joshua? Joshua, your mythology and folklore channel on YouTube runs a gamut of different ones. Is there a particular myth or folklore that you enjoy?
I like Greek, Norse, and Japanese mythology the most. But I'm interested in all of it because it's all so similar too, and I like seeing how it overlaps.
I do the same thing actually. I like to study them because I like to find the places that are, I guess, what I think of as the in-between places where they sort of overlap or kind of fill in the blanks.
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially like Egyptian versus Greek, and like when they cross over is really fascinating too.
We have, oh my God, Morbid, you and your questions.
See, I wanted to say a joke about Ptolemy, but you know, it didn't come out right.
It didn't come out at all.
I can't remember if I do say that because I tell you all the time because I'm like I can't pump me on gas. I tell my husband because I'm from Oregon.
Is that really still a thing down there?
No, in Oregon.
Yeah.
We drove up there last December and got not in trouble, but we're like, why is someone walking towards us? Oh, right.
Because they're gonna pump your gas.
But my main character is 14, and so the second book, I had to like sit down and be like, what can a 15? Because the second would be a year later. 15-year-old do in Salem with no car?
Wow. I mean, what can a 15-year-old do anywhere with no car? Let's see. They can graffiti things.
Find a friend with a car.
Illegally skate down the sidewalk with their skateboard and annoy pedestrians.
Yell at their mom not to come in.
Yeah, yell at their mom. Don't come in, mom. Let's see. What else can they do in Salem or anywhere for that matter?
I think they have some nature there.
Seattle, you can go and like go to the park and there's cool things to see, but like Salem, you're like, oh, cool.
Salem has some outdoors.
There's parks in Salem. Just
parks.
don't go to West Salem for any freaking reason.
They can loiter.
Yeah, some of the Salem parks have owls.
Yeah, there's that. Do you guys remember that when the owl is attacking people?
Oh
Yes.
gosh, no, I don't. And I wanted to ask if that was a real thing. I'm like, what do you mean owls attacking people? What?
Yeah, there was like an owl, and it didn't like people wearing hats and like.
Well, to be fair, people wearing hats. Come on, unless you're a leprechaun, you can hardly get away with it.
I think it was the Capitol, the park outside the Capitol. I'm not sure which.
And
park.
so, what were the owls doing? Like flying at people's heads?
Just attacking people.
Owls are a predatory bird. That can't have been a good.
Yeah, no, they'll
situation.
get you.
Like, and there's an owl on my head.
There's a whole beer made for it.
There's a,
Which we bought because like last name's Hoots. Like,
that's what we should buy and send to you for a holiday gift. Hoot Attack beer.
It wasn't that great at beer, but
Oh man. Okay. So moving on from yon book, I know you also have some teas, and I think that there was a question actually about tea and books somewhere in this list, but tell us a little bit about this tea business.
so I make
Here
and
we go.
sell.
Yes. Do any of your books have tea-based scenes? So you make
Oh,
and
yeah.
sell.
I mean, the Mad Hatter has his tea parties. I made a tea for Revenge, City of Chaos, but I need to get more supplies. I think they all have tea. I think all of them, but the Last of the Gargoyles has tea. Yeah, maybe.
Wow, you have a book that doesn't have tea.
I think I might have tea. And now I'm like, why aren't my vampires sitting there drinking tea?
Okay, that's fair. I mean, you know.
I need to make more like theme to my books tea, but you know, things to do. Things to do.
All right, I'm going to embiggen you so we can see what you're about to show us.
So I make herbal and caffeinated teas. Most of my, well, not all. A lot of my herbal ones are based on different mythologies. So here's my Artemis tea. Don't know how to turn.
Ooh.
It has mugwort, chamomile, and lavender, so it's very good for sleeping and giving you strange dreams. My
Flora's
friends,
like, what? I'm in.
my friends are my test dummies, and I all gave them really.
Do you call them that to their faces?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Hey, guinea pigs, you want to try my new tea?
I'll be happy to guinea pig any tea for you.
By the way,
Yeah,
really fast, this apparently was one of the actual street signs that they had to put up.
No. Okay, wait, what?
I shared the link to the article in the private chat, so you could click it because I know, Lolly, you don't check.
It made national news.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Well,
I don't know where the beer went.
Did you say you don't know where the beer went?
That's what,
Yeah, I had a beer bottle.
Man, the one night I'm not drinking on the show.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh. And like my husband has his headphones, so I can't be like, hi.
He can hear you though.
Throw a book at him.
me see
Don't
if
actually do that. I do not advocate for spousal abuse.
Oh, you heard me.
Hard to be like, no responsibility here. Can't have any of that.
Ignore what I
Prank
said.
call,
I'm
prank
not
call.
culpable.
I'm pretty sure that you're allergic to responsibility, Morbid.
Yes.
That's just science.
Okay. He heard me. He has that sensitive. Like he'll be like dead asleep. I'll be like, crack, and he'll wake up. It's really weird. Like, he doesn't wake when the cat jumps in the bed and screams bloody murder in my face. And he just doesn't wake up. I'm like,
When you
Well, he's
whisper Greg,
watching the show. Like he's leaving comments.
Well,
oh, is he?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, so that's how he knew it.
when,
Yeah,
when
He
you
probably
whisper
has a
his
cell
name,
phone.
when you whisper his name, are you also like banging cymbals together?
No, I'm not. I just go crack. But I also have Hades tea. So I have a bunch of like different mythology teas. And then
Does
if
it have
you-
pomegranates in it?
It doesn't. It's hard to find dried. He did find it.
Wow.
That is
Leave it to Oregon. We'll make a beer out of anything.
I love
Beer
that
and
you just
corn.
said
That's all we have.
Because there's nothing to do in Salem. We were.
that. So now, I really hate to think that that's what 15-year-olds do.
Well, they still have Stars Cabaret, don't they?
What?
Yeah, it's right off the Market Street exit.
What are you guys talking about? But cabaret sounds like you're talking about an after 8:30.
It is after 8:30.
After 8:30.
I like how
Why
you
a
all are
watch?
like. Actually, we know the specific address of this particular cabaret.
Well, I have to pass it to get to work every day.
Okay, back to our author vendor.
Look, a vendor.
But I can also make custom teas for if you want one on a certain deity or
That's awesome.
anything like you want to drink like when you're meditating and stuff like that.
One for each of us.
Yes.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Right?
But I also make nerdy teas. Here's my Smog Treasure Tea.
What?
And it's green tea with a little bit of Lapsang, which is very smoky. So it's like, you know, dragon smoke. And then the calendula is like the gold.
That makes it all nice and pretty.
Makes it pretty. But I also have like anime. What is? I keep hearing something in the front door is like right there.
That looks like black tea.
This is a black tea with a strawberry flavoring and roses.
Oh, what? That's the one I need. What's that one called?
Kami-sama Kiss tea.
What is a Kami-sama?
It is
Awesome.
Japanese for God. It's based on, there's a manga called Kami-sama Kiss, and like he kissed this one girl on the forehead and she became God.
That's how I do it.
I definitely need to drink tea, become a god, and fight ghosts.
That's why I never kissed him on the mouth.
Obviously.
Sounds good. Yeah, so like I have a lot of flavors. I have one's based on Sailor Moon. Avatar is how I got like really going. I like just ended up making all 4 elements, and then also Jasmine Dragon. And
Everything
then like
was fine until the fire tea attacked.
and yeah. That'd be funny. I should make like a little video.
A TikTok.
The four T's lived in harmony until.
It'd be like when I was like in middle school trying to make pet wars with my cats and like.
Oh, I still do that.
Because there's nothing to do with Salem.
By the way, you absolutely have to do like a book or at least a chapter title called "There's Nothing to Do in Salem."
Yes, absolutely.
That's like the rest of the series. Like, man,
well, first off, it is a great way to guarantee your book will be publicized on the local Salem news.
I was gonna see if my Wikipedia. I put my.
Didn't you say that you just had a cover reveal today?
I did.
Ooh, let's see it.
Reveal it.
Hold on.
Already been revealed.
Show us your covers.
You can't unchurn that. You can't unchurn that butter.
Is she gonna uncover her cover?
No, I
Covers
think she has to cover
uncovered.
it first. Under the covers. You know, the funny thing is, this is actually a really great backdrop to look at.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's for my Bookstagram, so like, it has
I'm
to be on the back.
I'm judging all these books by their covers, and they're coming out great.
Yeah.
That's how to do it. Okay, hopefully it won't die before I.
Hopefully, it won't die before I'm done. Is something I say to myself.
No!
And then it died.
And then, if you have it on Instagram, I can pull your Instagram up. And there was silence.
Dun dun dun.
She's making a break for it.
I think she's involving Craig.
Outside of Arizona.
She's involving Craig.
Craig to the rescue.
I don't even understand that joke. She's evolving Craig.
Involving.
Oh, involving. Okay.
Yeah, no, Craig is like a Pokemon. Craig is a Pokemon, and he's like evolving to his final form.
You know, sometimes my brain just hears what it wants. Okay. If you have it on Instagram, I can pull your Instagram up.
Okay, that works.
Awesome.
I like it.
Have you ever dabbled in anything? Have you written anything risque? I don't want to say have you dabbled in anything risque because that just sounds risque.
That sounds like something Flora would say. That absolutely sounds like something Flora would say.
It totally does.
So my pen name, Lyra Thorson, is more risque.
On a scale of 1 to 4.
More like I explain it as Jessica Jones meets Firefly. So it's like in space, but like dark, like Jessica Jones.
Sex in space.
It's not like
Wait,
but it's very descriptive.
As opposed to the shiny, sunny Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was
Yeah.
when she was Jewel.
But yeah, the Lyra Thorson pin name will have more adult risque themes coming.
Yay.
Soon. The next one's gonna be pirates.
I'm sure it will
Then
be
after
In
coming.
that,
space?
wolves. Not.
Flora just really wants something to be in space.
Well, that one's in space.
If it's vampires in space, Flora's in.
There needs to be more vampires in space.
Well, yeah.
I'm just
If I
thinking
could write.
now there's just going to be all these mashups of stuff. Oh, look at you. You're so cute.
And my Obi Bear Kenobi.
Oh, we bear Kenobi. That's adorable.
He's holding, let's say, a lightsaber.
He's what?
We don't need to go over it. I
Okay.
think.
That's best.
Oh gosh, I click like on these all the time when I see them come on my feed. I somehow I'm just clicking like right now.
So are
What?
I also learning how to play
Oh
the
my God.
bagpipes.
What?
That's amazing.
I mean,
What am I?
The look on your
Oh
face
my
is
God.
great here.
I can make a sound for 10 seconds now.
Ooh.
Go drums.
I don't know what the average is, but
Well, usually
I think
like a
that's
whole
worthy of a
song, I
high
should
five.
That's my articles.
Yay.
My hair's nice. There's my teeth.
You have teeth.
And I draw.
Did you do your own covers?
No.
She does somebody else's covers.
I can draw what I see, but I can't like make the whole thing. Someday, but
I'm just having fun cruising through this now. Just like,
right? Like, let's just
like
look at
I
your
suddenly got
Instagram.
sucked into looking at the Instagram. I fell down the rabbit hole. So
Instagram's dangerous. It's like pretty pictures, so you just want to keep looking.
I know.
Mostly
Well-
my Twitter is nothing but book reveals and D&D.
Which, yeah.
I don't understand the Twitters.
so are we moving towards picking magic words or?
Yeah,
Let's go.
we're moving towards tonight's giveaway, which I will let Dani show us or tell us about tonight's giveaway.
So a hardcover of your choice, except these two don't come in hardcover because this one I forgot to upload apparently, and this one isn't. I didn't publish it, so I don't have to say. But your choice of hardcover, and then your choice of tea.
What? A book
where-
and tea? That's such a deal, that is.
And where can people go to see like what all the choices are for books and tea? Is there a place where they're all in one spot?
The Etsy shop, I'll open it right after I leave here because I forgot to do it beforehand because I was on vacation. Well, not vacation. I have a book due Monday.
Right. You're doing a different thing.
And this is how it always happens. Like opportunities come when you have deadlines, and you're like, well, yeah.
Is it that, or are you just trying to avoid?
Well, both. So it's like, yeah, I will.
Procrastinate.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
So, choice of book, choice of tea for the winner. You guys, we need some suggestions for magic words. And I see Count Morbid is so excited to get
Always.
his suggestions in there, right? Like,
No, it should be
Always.
a hoot attack.
it should be Hoot Attack. That's right.
Board in Salem is also a good one.
Born in Salem.
Hooters in Salem?
Is there a Hooters in Salem?
I don't know.
I don't.
Stars
Yeah,
Cabaret.
Is there a Hooters in Salem?
I mean, I don't know. I only know what's off market.
There used to be one in Jansen Beach.
That's not in Salem.
I know.
Like,
That's like the one that I know of.
No, not in
I've
Salem.
checked Salem for Jansen Beach, and it's not there.
also in Trapped in Wonderland is my friend's Tippy Toe Dance Studios, which was like the dance studio I used to go to. So those in Salem should check it out.
Hey, Ion, start the timer. We're going to give the timer. It's 30 seconds. And at the end of the 30 seconds, I will read out all of the suggestions that we have for magic words. If you guys don't know what the magic word is that I'm talking about, this is the word that you will enter after the show into the comment section in order to get an entry to win your choice of book and your choice of tea from Dani.
That just makes it harder for me to type in options.
I love that your husband made a comment that there is definitely no Hooters in Salem.
Yeah.
Glad
Like he
you know.
spoke with such authority.
Salem's not that big of a place. Like, we'd have noticed it. Those signs are huge. Unless it's in West Salem, because I don't go there.
So in Jansen Beach a long, long time ago where there was a Hooters or is a Hooters, didn't it used to be something else prior to that? And it was another owl theme on that restaurant? That's right. Think back in the Wayback Machine that's in your head. No, I am
the only
not
place I can think of. The only place I can think of like that was.
I swear to God, that was a typo. Booty was a typo. What I meant to type. No. What I meant to type, I already entered.
Oh, let's see. Where's our timer at, Ion?
Hootie in the bagpipes.
Okay, here we go. Scrolling up. Where's the beginning? Let's see. Not final form.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Morbid, for all of your suggestions. So
because if nobody makes suggestions, you complain.
That's true. But Dani, you get to be the final decider on what the magic word is. So pumping gas, owl attack, park owl, spill the tea, still on count, Morbid, bagpipes, born in Salem. That's let's see. Hoot attack, definitely yes. Hoot attack. I'm pretty sure that no Hooters in Salem that I've ever seen or heard of from your husband is not actually a suggestion.
Well, we could pay no Hooters in Salem.
No Hooters in Salem.
I like Hootie and Yikes.
Jefferson Starship, Salem Hooters, Hootie and Yikes. I don't get it. You guys always laugh at me
because if you get attacked, what are you gonna say? Yeah.
Yikes.
And hootie, and then booty. No,
that was a typo. I swear that was a typo.
It doesn't get not doing it. Let's see. And Hootie and the Bagpipes. Those are the suggestions for a magic word. So
I think may have suggested Little Hooters.
Little Hooters.
Too, but
that's true. His nickname in baseball was Little Hooters. And then his older brother was Big Hooters.
How much was his last name a factor in deciding to marry him?
Well, so the funny thing is, like, we didn't find this out until after we were married, but Hoots is German for hat. So I literally married the Mad Hatter.
Nice.
That's very cool.
So you're saying it was a factor?
It is now, because like the shield of arms is a hat with a heart on it.
Aww.
What? That's amazing.
It is amazing.
So it's also amazing how much he knows which cities have Hooters.
Okay, again, Salem's not a big place.
Hooters downtown Phoenix because I accidentally went in it because I was meeting my friend at the cafe next to it. And they're like, welcome to Hooters. I'm like, no.
No.
Just turn. I'm like, this is
hard pass.
Also, Twin Peaks here.
Okay.
Okay.
Decision time.
Can't decide between Board in Salem and Hoot Attack.
Board in Salem and Hoot Attack. We
vote?
We could put it to a vote. Okay, you guys. Ion, do you have the timer? If you want Board in Salem, press number 1. And if you want Hoot Attack, press number 2. And you guys are all welcome to vote.
Woo!
Do they still do that where the TV and you call in and you push it over?
They put the number into the comments and then I just count them all up. Yes. So if you want Board in Salem for the magic word, press number 1. And if you want Hoot Attack, press number 2. Hoot Attack.
1-800 Princess Lolly.
I'm gonna have a Hoot Attack. I like to study hooticulture.
You know, I expect this kind of behavior from Ion.
Who?
Hoota thunk.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just saying. And then after this, it's gonna be crazy news time. Crazy news time. Oh, but I have to show you guys also. I got I got a picture of the first schematic, like the first trial run of this year's Fairy Blossom pin. So I will have to show it. I know, right? Before we get to the... Oh, are we done with the timer?
Yep, timer has run out.
We have 2 votes for 2 and 1 vote for 1, and that means Hoot Attack is the winner. So today's magic word. All right, let me get this into...
Hey, Ion, what is an owl's least favorite subject in school?
What?
Algebra.
What is it?
Algebra.
Algebra.
Wouldn't it be their favorite subject, though?
Who likes algebra?
Well, I did.
No one, but Ion does.
Actually, out of all the math,
cut the feed. No.
Algebra was the easiest.
I originally was a physics major.
I like to be able to plug stuff into an equation.
Yeah, algebra was
good at it.
Not linear algebra, though. That was stupid.
Any other maths I'm terrible at, but I was good at that.
Okay, so here's our magic word. It is Hoot Attack. And here's how it works, you guys. Not on Facebook, not on Twitch, only on YouTube after the show. Go into the comments, type the word Hoot Attack, and you will be entered to win a book of your choice that you see there from behind Dani, as well as a tea of your choice. Da, 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 da. Yes.
Mary Princess Lolly?
Yes.
Are there any other ways that people can get additional entries besides the one that you just mentioned?
Why, yes, Count Morbid, there are 2 other ways that people can get entries into our contest.
Please tell me more. I am excited to learn.
Well, if there's anybody out there that would like to sponsor the purchase of a shiny, excellent ball gag that I can put into Count Morbid's mouth.
Wait, I thought we already had the Zamboni fund.
Flora's response was worth it.
We're already raising money for a Zamboni. I don't think we can do 2 things.
When I was in the waiting room, I looked, some of them were only $10,000.
See, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it turns out they're cheaper in Arizona.
Though, it's $39,000.
We have an actual NHL team down here.
Yeah.
What? Phoenix hockey team?
Yeah, Coyotes.
Of course, it's the Coyotes.
An animal notorious for their skill on the ice.
Yes.
What are you gonna do when it's 110 out? You go on the ice because it's nice.
Yeah. Their main rival.
You go for a swim.
Their main rival team is the Roadrunners.
Yes. Acme. the Acme hockey team.
Acme Zamboni.
Acme Zamboni. So
the weird thing about that is Coyotes run like twice as fast as Roadrunners. It's crazy.
They do.
Don't ruin it with science.
It bothers me every time.
They're pretty fast.
You know, next is gonna tell us that mice can't actually drop bowling balls on cats.
No.
What?
They can, but they have to push real hard.
It's hard without thumbs.
Yeah.
So, oh my god!
Oh, look, a vendor.
Yes. So the other two ways to get your entries, guys, are you can join
There
our
are
Patreon.
2 more ways?
Shut up! You can buy me a ball gag for account Morbid, and I will just personally turn around and buy you whatever tea and book you want.
I already
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Yes, you can join our Patreon at any level, and that will get you 1 entry. You can also join our YouTube channel by hitting the boink join button that is right there, and that will get you a 2nd entry and if they, of course, put the magic word Hoot Attack into the comments, that will be a total of 3 entries possible per person. You guys have 1 week. Actually, you guys have 2 weeks, because we will not be here next week since we're going to be setting up for Fairy Blossom Festival. So you guys have this week and next week to get all of the things done and in and spread and share the love. And let's see. Who cares if you want the ball gag to be purple? If you can,
I
you
was
can
gonna
guess
go with pink and
nicely if that's
glitter.
what you want.
He's gonna have every color but purple.
That's right. I'm gonna have like the whole rainbow. Oh, but I'm missing purple. Dang it! What happened to that one? Okay, so let's see. Yes, with that said, is there anything that you would like to say to our audience before we let you go this evening, Dani?
I got nothing.
Got nothing?
Thank
All
you
right.
for having me. It was really great. You guys are a lot of
Thank
fun.
you for being here.
Is
Yes.
there
Thank
anything?
you.
Is there anything to do in Salem?
No. No.
I can think of at least one thing. There's a cool carousel.
The carousel's pretty cool. They're in Enchanted Forest, but the prices are so expensive. That's not actually.
That's not even technically in Salem.
It's not even. Yeah, it's in Turner. I liked it though. I love going there. I was little.
All right. Then thank you so much for being on the show with us tonight, and we bid you adieu.
Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
Pump your gas.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. There was a lot of laughing that just happened right there. And what was that, Morbid?
I said I think that went well. Also, the laughter is because of the delirium.
I'm gonna pick out an article, and then we're gonna 2 articles, and then we're gonna vote. Oh my gosh.
So again, the rest of us have to make noise, but not so interesting that it distracts Lolly, which is a very low bar to start with. Like, I swear to God, if we just had a laser pointer back here, she would not be able to find an article.
Let's see.
So Ion, how was your day?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you have for lunch?
I had some soup, actually.
Was it dry?
No, it was Manhattan clam chowder.
Yeah.
Oh no. Clams
Have you
shouldn't be
been
in soup.
What?
Which part? The potatoes or the milk or the clams?
Well,
There's
I said clams, so
There's no milk
I
in
didn't hear
Clams.
Manhattan.
and it's Manhattan, so there's no milk.
Oh, you said Manhattan? My bad.
Yeah, it's a tomato base, but
I
there's
wasn't
just-
listening.
that's normal.
we
for
know.
you.
Yeah.
So my introduction to clam chowder was Skipper's, and so the only clam chowder that I recognize as being delicious and clam chowdery is Skipper's.
Oh, honey, no.
Yeah,
Honey,
see.
no.
So now, as an adult with a refined palate or a more refined palate, people are like, "Ah, yes, this high quality clam chowder," and I'm like, "Bleh, why?" So
Have
chewy.
have any of the rest of you been to Ivar's?
No.
Yes, plenty of times. I mean, we have
what's
lots.
an
of
I'm not talking to Lolly. Look for an article.
I am looking at. I can.
What's
look
an
at that.
Ivar's?
It's a
What is it?
Skipper's, but called Ivers.
Is it really?
Well, no.
better.
Ivar's is kind of a weird thing because Ivar's has both fast food restaurants and fine dining. Like there's one by Pike Place Market. They also have an Ivar's. Oh, I forgot.
So
what is
places
it?
that aren't near me. Okay.
What?
I've been driving back and forth to Everett semi-regularly, though, so...
Yeah.
I saw a sign for a Skippers in Washington, and I choose to believe there is one. Because they closed the one in, weirdly enough, Salem, which was the last one I was aware of.
There's a Skippers in Silverdale.
In where?
Silverdale. Me.
Silverdale? That's by you.
Yes.
I don't think you understand how far away you live.
According to Facebook user, there's one in Mukilteo.
I just want you up here.
I would like to go there, but you have to bring me clam chowder. Apparently.
But
from Skippers.
There's an Ivers near the what was it? The Celtic Moon Fairy Festival that we were sort of at. Whatever the last. There was an Ivers like a mile from that.
Now
from
I'm
where?
hungry.
From where?
From where the Spring Fairy Festival was.
Oh, in Tacoma?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where I had dinner.
Well, I don't know where you had dinner.
It was at an Ivers in Tacoma.
I was at the event.
Eating the delicious egg salad sandwiches I made.
Yes, actually, and they were delicious, as well as the sandwiches that I made the night before in a delirium that were also delicious.
The little sprouty ones were delicious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sprouty sandwiches.
You're a sprouty sandwich.
I'll sprouty sandwich your face.
I am so hungry now.
But all I want is Skipper's clam chowder. Thanks a lot.
Or a sandwich, the cucumber sprouty sandwich.
Oh, the sprouties.
I've been resorting to dairy-free pizza because it's the only way I can eat pizza.
That's
so
gross.
It's like a vegan cheese substitute.
That's disgusting.
What?
Yeah, but the things you'll do for salami.
No.
You could just eat salami.
It's the only way I can eat pizza.
Like just eat
Can
salami.
you not do cheese on pizza?
He can't
Anything's
have
better than vegan.
He's-
It's goat cheese.
Mike's impaired.
Oh, goat cheese is good. The only difference is that you can actually buy vegan pizzas, but you have to make your own goat cheese pizza.
That's not necessarily true. If you go to a bougie place, they'll have goat cheese pizza.
Mod Pizza had goat cheese.
I did. Ooh, did they?
Yes.
Sheep cheese is also delicious.
I did see a goat cheese pizza being sold at like one of the slightly fancier stores, but it was goat cheese mixed with cow cheese, which
no,
like that.
The
That's
goat
the
and
thing.
sheep is
Like,
yummy.
I was in a restaurant recently, and there was something like a listed as a goat cheese spread for like a smoked salmon dish, and I had to ask, and it was like, oh yeah, it's a goat cheese spread mixed with milk cream cheese. I'm like,
oh yeah, see,
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna have like weird food. Like we're having weird food.
Now you're just torturing me. I like it.
dude,
Laura.
on a scale of
So
Is that out loud?
God.
Article number 1 is students create edible tasty tape for mess-free burritos and tacos. I don't even
Was
know
that tasty or pasty?
Did you say meth free? Did you say meth free?
for mess-free
Like a
burritos
tasty cake.
versus
I was thinking
Mountain
pasties.
Dew is releasing a dill pickle flavor this summer.
No.
Those are both my articles.
No.
So if you want to hear about edible tasty tape from mess-free burritos and tacos, press 1. And if you want to hear about pickle flavor Mountain Dew, press 2. Ion, please start the timer. And
So
I'll be honest.
apparently, pickle
Apparently what?
flavored. Well, I was going to say pickle flavored sodas are apparently a big thing in Russia, which is by far the worst thing that Russia has ever done.
I was just thinking that you could just learn to wrap a burrito and you don't need to tape it. Then you just
Some
do it.
of us have an impairment when it comes to that.
Wrapping burritos?
How do you not know how to wrap a burrito? You've had 2, 3. How many kids do you have?
I have enough. I have enough children.
And you didn't burrito them?
I did, but it's different.
I think she used duct tape.
Well, their weird little heads are sticking out when you burrito a kid, but if you let your weird burrito stick out, it's of one side, it's a mess.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
It's not like an envelope. I mean, maybe it is like shaking her head.
Is the timer up, or is all of the sand stuck on the one side?
Timer is now up.
The timer hasn't worked in like weeks.
Oh my gosh, 1 vote. No, wait. I see Erwinna. Erwinna voted too. Or was Erwinna's vote?
No, Erwinna was voting on the last thing.
Oh, dang it. Hi, Erwinna, by the way. I didn't even see your first thing come out there. So, gosh, I'm sorry if I counted wrong. Oh, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so you know what, Jean, you're the only person that voted right now. I don't know why, because there's bunches of people watching and everybody's just quiet tonight. But that means 2 is the winning article, and I'm personally kind of interested in number 2. I will say, because I sort of have a thing with Bjorn, where Bjorn likes the dill flavored sunflower seeds
because those are good.
Yes, and so then dill kind of became a thing, like, how about dill this? How about dill that? And now I really want to try. Oh, this came out on June 1st, so you know what? It might actually be out there. Maybe we can bring some to find some for Fairy Blossom and bring it.
You go ahead and do that, Lolly.
Don't tell Talon it exists.
Why?
So many reasons.
Is it called Mountain Dill instead of Mountain Dill?
Mountain Dill. I'm gonna tell Talon now.
What?
You're gonna.
No.
What would you give me to not tell Talon?
Ooh.
Hey,
them's fighting words.
Quick question: who currently has possession of all the cans worth of money?
Well, I have most of the money.
I have some of it, but not that much.
See, me. But nice try on helping your unseelie teammate there, Morbid. Nice try.
If you put Morbid and I on the same side, you have a problem.
Yeah. I heard they started making dill flavored pickles.
What? Be quiet. I'm going to read this article now. Who wouldn't try pickle flavored Mountain Dew? Right? We've been experiencing a golden age of soda development, from the straightforward mango Pepsi to the more unusual Coca-Cola Starlight. We've tasted smooth and creamy Nitro Pepsi and a brand new version of Coke Zero. Of course, with all of these drops, Mountain Dew couldn't be left behind. The brand is back with not just 1, but 6 brand new innovations. But there's one flavor that caught our eye: Dill Pickle Mountain Dew. It is real, folks. Oh, does that mean if I click this link right here, that's where it's going to go?
I hate everything about this article.
This year, Mountain Dew announced the opening of the Mountain Dew Outpost, its takeover of the Adventure Center at Doe Mountain in Tennessee. It's 8,600 acres of rugged mountain wilderness, and obviously, Mountain Dew pulled new flavors out of its vault to celebrate. First up among the new flavors is Dill Pickle Mountain Dew, which was inspired by summertime barbecue. It's like so many rhymes right now. This sour sweet flavor that is supposed to go great with the flavors of a southern barbecue. This is going to be an interesting addition to our list of pickle flavored things to eat and drink. Oh, wait, no, go back. I guess I have to open a new tab. Okay, let's see. The rest of the flavors on the roster are more along the lines of what you would expect. Apple cinnamon, s'mores.
What?
S'mores Mountain Dew. That sounds somehow better than pickle Mountain Dew. That's disgusting.
Because, okay, so here's the thing. Marshmallow anything has the potential to be better than pickle anything.
It's the chocolate, not the marshmallow.
What about
chocolate's
pickled
stupid.
marshmallow? What about parkle? Damn it!
Go home, Morbid.
Pickled marshmallows.
Elderberry, huckleberry, and summer popsicle, whatever that means.
What is a summer popsicle?
Who knows?
It's the red one.
I like the Captain Crunch
Lolly?
one.
There was a Captain
Lolly?
Crunch one?
There was a strawberry crunch one, yeah.
What?
Lolly.
You can still get it all the time. What, Morbid, what?
I'm your Huckleberry.
No, you're not.
It's another one of those things. Eventually it's going to land, but not today.
Yeah.
Morbid, you're not big enough for me to choke on.
Yeah.
That's not true. You can choke on really small things.
My statement stands. I said
look, an article.
Micro what?
You can choke on a berry like this size.
Well, you can choke on a berry.
Face can choke on a berry.
Holy cow. Oh, look, an article.
Choke your berry.
Yes, see, this is what they should do. Wormwood, absinthe, Mountain Dew.
Jeez.
Wait, no.
Real Coke flavored Coke. Like from the early 1900s, or like, here,
Yeah.
just
Cocaine flavored Coke. It numbs your mouth.
By the way, the funny thing is the last comment did remind me that last week we had to point out that the person commenting was the author that we had just interviewed.
Yes. You don't drink it, you rub it on your teeth.
Just the gums.
okay. I went to this other page, you see, and I'm going to share it now because
Down
I
the
want
rabbit
to
hole.
I want to see what is on it for the 16.
You want to see the list of pickled flavored things?
Yeah. I also want to know where I can buy some of this Mountain Dew. Let's see. Is it actually
Everywhere, apparently.
I was gonna say, if anyone knows, it's gonna be Talon, so I can ask him.
I mean, is it actually already out?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Ooh, wait, what's this say? Oh, it's coming June 4th through the 12th. Well, that means we're already. Why do we always get these articles when it's too late?
I put it in there like a long time ago.
You can pickle anything, Danny.
Can you pickle me, Greg?
Okay, here we go. Ew, hard pickle seltzer.
No, thank you.
Oh, yum, crinkle cut.
I've had those.
Those are yummy good. I've had
They're
those
good.
too. Let's see.
Those are delicious.
Pickled de
Anything
gallo?
by that brand is super good.
I would eat that. That sounds so delicious. Pickled
It is
salsa.
really, really good.
They actually have a
Pickled candy
flaming
cane.
hot. They have a flaming hot Mountain Dew.
That seems like a
Weird.
bad idea.
Let's see. Chilled dills pickle flavored vodka.
I'm just saying,
Has-
anything that runs through you fast shouldn't be spicy.
That has to be better than the tamarind, whatever it was that you had.
Oh, okay. So the secret to that is putting it in Sprite, and then it was delicious.
How did you even figure that
What?
out?
I put it in Sprite, and it was delicious. Like, it's a weird
She knows
question.
this.
No.
She knows this because she's been trying all kinds of different things in Sprite.
Well, no, but I had a whole bottle of it. I had to put it in something.
You can just buy like a gallon of dill juice.
Yeah, it makes
Wow.
your feet swell, though.
Does it really?
Probably.
What? Well, what a weird thing to say if your answer is probably D. Really? D's nuts. What?
That pickle
The
looks
internet
kind of
is
bumpy.
certainly full of things.
Let's see. Yeah, it's ribbed for her pleasure.
Pleasure.
Pickle ice. Refresh, rehydrate. Pickle flavored freeze pops.
I'm not going to lie, that would be really nice for fair.
Actually,
Indeed, it would, yeah.
Oh,
It
here's
might be,
a
but we can't keep anything frozen.
dill pickle. That's true. The dill. We can if we plug it into a generator. Sunflower seeds. Let's see.
I've got a generator, but not one that's good enough, I think, to plug in like a fridge to.
Just straight up pickle juice in a jar.
Flat out pickle juice.
And we've tried pickle juice soda. Remember when we got all of the weird sodas and tried them a while back? Let's see. Kraut crisps. Those actually look good. Oh, weird. What? Dill pickle flavored cabbage crisps? Weird.
I'm intrigued.
I would definitely eat one. So Twangers.
Pickle
Snap
salt.
Pickle salt. Weird.
Yep.
That might be good. I'd try
Actually, it probably is.
Popcornopolis. Fried pickle popcorn.
No, thank you.
Like, I mean, I would try it, but ew. Doesn't sound great.
They do have pickle-shaped sex toys, by the way.
What? Morbid.
Thank goodness for you, Morbid. Kind of low-hanging fruit, I think, but okay.
Or vegetables.
Let's see here. I am looking for the release an article. Owl versus Jogger attacks resume. Oh, I read resume. I was like, the owls have an attack Jogger's resume.
Yes.
It's their
Nope.
What's their curricula vitae? Is that the term? The CV, the curricula vitae?
Yes. Curriculum.
Thank you. Okay.
When you don't have to have it explained, it lands better.
Yeah, I know. No. It tripped on my tongue.
I'm trying to find.
Or curricula vitae.
Yeah.
Damn it,
I can't find it. Where did it go? No, I had a picture. Here it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm trying to share the thing. Here it is.
You're not allowed.
Don't you dare. This is it. This is what the Fairy Blossom pin is going to look like this year.
Pin.
Yes. And it's like the ivy because that's what everybody voted on. And then we did kind of a little quick poll of people, of our patrons in the Tipsy Pixie yesterday to pick the font as well. So, yeah.
You make that bigger because I can't see
I know,
it.
I can't see it either.
Oh, sorry, I can't. That's as big as it. Let me see if I can.
Have you tried
Wait,
saving
oh,
it?
There we go.
Much better.
That's about as
Oh,
good as I can
like
get.
it.
It is cute, huh?
It looks like a leaf.
Yeah.
Shut up, Morbid. It's
I like the
supposed to be
font on it better than I liked
do
the
too.
font in the voting.
previous one. All right. So it is 9:29, you guys, and
I gotta go close my chicken coop.
yeah,
Is that
And
prison
it's really-
We
lingo?
know the show's over when Flora has to close the coop.
I get is that a thing?
Yeah.
That I guess it's a thing now. So here we are. Yes, I just want to remind everybody, if I can, please, RSVP if you're going to Fairy Blossom Festival. Let us know that you're going to be there, and how many people you're going to have, yada yada yada. Because space will be at a premium this year.
Is that this month?
Yeah, it is, and I'm going to see you there, Morbid. I have a ball gown for you.
You realize that's not an incentive to go, right?
I think it is.
Oh, crap. Am I wearing my subcolor again? God damn it.
Did you have a different kind? So anyway, yeah, with all of that said, that'll be the end of this month, and Fairy Blossom will be not this weekend, but next weekend. We are super looking forward to seeing everybody, and we will not be here this week, but you guys, that means you have 2 weeks to get your entries in and do all the stuff and things. And please join us in the Hedge on Discord. We love to see you there. We have a pretty active Discord. It's good times. And with that said, that means it's something like your line count, Morbid.
Close your chicken coop. Close your chicken coop. Go away.
Hello and welcome to FAE Productions. We hope you enjoyed our show with your host, Fairy Princess Ollie. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun with our FAE crew. Don't forget to click that little bell icon to get notifications of upcoming shows. And if you're looking to support your fellow FAE,